Siete son los episodios que nos tardamos todos en llegar aquí. Siete son los episodios de esta temporada. Siete son las madres que le voy a dar a Deetox y sigue hablando. Ya cállate, mamona.
You shady bitch.
I love her. Anyways, oli, and welcome to the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real in the tea and reality, and you can always come for us first to quench your thirst. I'm Eduardo, the Mexican representative of this podcast. I'm here to talk shit and get hit. Yeah, this episode was an episode, and it happened. And you know what? That's all I can say about it right now.
Chaos, honey. Not to be confused with Caos, who I love dearly. But hola, maricones y feminosas alike. Hi, I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. I'm very excited to be here for the 7th episode of the 7th season of Más Draga. I'm very excited. Lots of siete in this episode. Yeah, very excited. Awesome, lovely, wonderful, fabulous. And we all made it. We're all here.
Finally.
We did it. Oh, yay.
Hey y'all. I know we are never together and it's like, what is happening with this season? Y'all always chewing it up and one is gone, somebody's here, two is here. You know, this season has been chaos, so we have been chaotic too. And that's what I'm going to blame it on.
Yeah.
We're just chaotic, just like this chaotic season. Hi, everybody. It is me, Lana, your resident evil diva. And I'm going to get the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. And I love my cup mug. I know y'all was gonna think I was going to say this season, but no, I love my cup mug. Not that I don't love the season. No, I'm be honest. I don't love the season. I'm gonna be very honest. I
There's
don't
been
love the
better.
season. I don't love it, but I do love my cup mug a lot more than I love the season so far. So I'm gonna be honest. Y'all know me. I have to be. And you can get your cup mug at lanagcreations.etsy.com. The link will be in the description below. And if you look right over there to the right next to Logan's head, there is a QR code. You can scan it. It'll take you right to the link, and you can get your cup mug. Mexico, I'm looking at you, and proof is in Eduardo's hands.
I have it
It
right
does
here.
come to you, period. So get your cup mug, and thank you.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about this episode, shall we? But before we get into it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. So for our social media links will be down in the description below. Make sure to follow us everywhere, and we have other channels. Subscribe to those as well, please, and thank you. Yay. Anyways. I just want to get this episode done with. I'm going to be so honest with you because this is the worst episode of the season.
Episodio siete is not a good episode.
No, it isn't. It's the worst episode so far. And
Yeah.
yeah, just I was tired. I was tired throughout this entire episode. But let's get started. We get started with Johnny Carmona in this fuck-ass dress that he is wearing.
I actually quite liked it for once. I'm not gonna lie.
It's better than what he normally wears, but
yes,
this outfit's still not great because it doesn't fit him particularly well. There's something going on with the fit of it that I don't like.
Sure.
Anyways. Before he actually gives us the challenge, we get introduced to the creator of Beauty Creations, and we get to know more about her story, which is actually kind of sad. Lovely woman.
Lovely woman.
And she made it here, so iconic. Unfortunately for this woman, I didn't write down her name, and also a lot of shit happened this episode. Esmeralda. Okay. Unfortunately for her, so much happened this episode that like her story gets lost a little bit, which is really unfortunate. But shout out to you, Esmeralda. You did a good job. You're here. You made it. So
Esmeralda la más.
Esmeralda la más. She's beautiful also. Okay. Now we actually get told the challenge, and we're looking today for la más panzuda.
Yes.
What the fuck is that? For those of you asking, this is our horror challenge. This is our scary horror challenge. which is
Ooh,
basically like a tradition from Chiapas in which like you like dress up in this like big like demonic creatures and you expunge sins that way. And so the girls are going to have to be dressed as panzudos, and they're also going to have to do a reveal inspired by the seven deadly sins.
even though the Panzuda really didn't matter.
Yeah, truly, it didn't. Spoiler alert, it didn't matter. This should have been
Like
la más
La
pecadora.
Mas, basically, like it.
Yeah, like those panzones were not as important. Like I feel like two of the queens used them appropriately, and everyone else just took them off immediately. This should have just been la más pecadora, and that's it. And it still would have worked, and I wouldn't have minded. Anyways, um, this is the moment in which Alexis comes out in her iconic look as the Wicked Witch of the West. Iconic, beautiful. This is crazy.
Wicked for good.
Wicked for good. Wicked for good. Uh, and she gives us this mini challenge, which, Lord have mercy, this mini challenge is so overly complicated.
So, get into 3 teams, but then pick a captain. But then the captain's gonna shake her ass, and then that's gonna decide something. But not really, because then we're gonna go off.
Incredibly overly complicated.
Simplify! Simplify! What the
Yes.
fuck is going on up in here? I hated this.
This could have been a lot easier just by like randomly giving one of each of the girls one of the movies, and that's it. Easy peasy. Not overly complicated.
We go from choosing eggs out of men's pants last week
Lord.
to this chaos. Like
We need to fix the mini challenges because whatever the fuck is going on here is not great.
No.
Anyways, as Logan already mentioned, basically what the entire mini challenge is, and Caos is the one that ends up winning this kind of mini challenge before the mini challenge. So therefore, she gets to assign the horror movies to each of the people. And Lord, long story short, everyone sucks at this mini challenge.
Everyone's shit.
Everyone's shit except for Caos, in my opinion. Like Caos is the only one that does a good job.
Caos and Deetox were the two that I thought were really, really good.
Yes.
That was it.
Yes, and in the end, since everyone did shit, they just decided to pick the 3 best ones, one from each team. And so the winners of this mini challenge are Moon, Deetox, and Caos, and they each get to pick a prize from La Catafixia. And we start off with Deetox. Deetox gets a steal someone's immunity, and she decides to steal it from Tulsa. No shock there.
No.
No shock there at all. Caos wins 5,000 pesos. Congratulations, Caos.
Yay.
And Moon receives a red seal, but not for herself, but to give away to somebody else. And of course, she picks someone that already has the red seal. So she picks Caos to give the red seal to, so that then she has to be forced to use her immunity. This is a game move for sure that I appreciate, but I don't know if it's the smartest move. I'm not gonna lie, because I have thought about this before, when like girls have had immunities before. I was thinking like, oh, I would pick someone else that has immunity and send them to the bottom so that they use their immunity. But then, no matter what, if you pick someone that has immunity to be in the bottom, they're gonna pick you to be in the bottom. So
I think this was the worst move Moon could have made, to be honest with you. Like, why are you picking the girl that has immunity?
Like I understand it for getting rid of the immunity, but at the same time, that immediately puts a target on your back.
Because in the case of La Más Draga, like if it was just immunity with no ability to then choose who takes your place in the bottom 2, then yes, absolutely, 100%. Give it to Caos. Caos then can save herself. It nullifies everything, no problem. But in this case, Caos chooses who replaces herself in the bottom. And it literally, we saw what happened at the end of this episode. Moon fucked herself over. Like, she
Yeah.
completely screwed herself by doing this to Chaos. And, like, we saw what ended up happening in the challenge as well. I do think this would have ended up being the circumstance that happened, because I think Chaos is also playing this fair. But I think it kind of doubled down on the circumstance of the challenge. I would have given it to someone that had a red seal, who didn't have immunity, who is
Mhm.
also a threat. Which
Yeah.
is most of the cast, to be honest with you, because there's literally only 3 people without a fucking red seal, because these
Yeah.
red seals are being given out like candy.
You know what I would have done, since Detox took away Tulsa's golden seal? I would have given my red seal to Tulsa and forced her to be in the bottom.
Oh, I could have seen that. But then because then Tulsa would have automatically been in the bottom with no immunity. I could have seen that. I could have seen that.
But here's the thing. I know y'all both were like, "Oh, Moon screwed herself, blah blah blah." I don't think it was that big of a deal because I think Moon is also very confident in herself as a lip syncer.
Mm.
And my thing is like, I don't care if you put me in the bottom. I don't care if I am at the bottom. I will win, and whoever goes against me, that's on you. That's your problem for because they put you in that competition with me. And I think Moon is very confident in her skills as a lip syncer, so I don't think she cared that that could be the outcome. You could put me in the bottom if you want to, but you finna send this other person home. I'm just
Mm.
letting you know. And I think that was where her Moon's head was. It was like, sure, if you do it, okay,
Yeah,
fine,
I see
fine.
that.
that
So I don't think she was
that
too
also
worried
makes
about it.
sense.
I see
Because
that.
I
That makes
wouldn't
sense.
even, because if I'm confident in my skills, I don't care what you do. Go ahead, put me down there.
I see
Go
that.
ahead.
Try. Try.
Try me now and see. Put me down there and see what happens. I hope your friend ain't down there because I'm about to send her home. And that's
Truly.
just be it. That just be it. And
That
as we
makes a
see
lot of
what
sense.
happens, what happens, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Well, we have to move on to, dare I say, the worst part of the episode,
Jesus Christ.
which is the beauty creations lounge. Everyone's getting ready, and Detox decides that she just won't shut up today, that her mouth won't be closed for the entirety of this episode, and that she will continue to talk. Uh, she gets in a fight with, I think, everyone at this point, uh, especially with Tulsa, because it just keeps saying that, like, oh, you're mad that I took your steal. Why are you so mad? You shouldn't be so mad. I'm just being real. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real.
You're mad.
Uh, do we have
You're
any
mad.
thoughts on what
You're
happened?
mad. I mean, Eduardo, you seem mad right now. You seem very frustrated. You seem
Truly,
very
I
mad.
told these, like, I told both of Logan and Lana that, like, I have been in orgs before, and I have been in fights with people like Detox before, where all they say to you when they're fighting you is, "Oh, you're mad. You're mad. You're mad. You look mad. You're mad. You're mad.
You
You're
look,
mad."
you're mad. You just look
And, like,
Nah.
it's
mad.
annoying. It's
It's so
annoying.
annoying. It is so annoying. I just I said this off air and I'm gonna say it on air. Watching this literally made me want to turn it off and just be like, you know what? I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Because every week except last week, Detox has been in a argument with somebody, and it's been frustrating. It's been annoying because a lot of this stuff, and this is what pisses me off about these arguments. All this stuff that she brings up happens off camera. So guess what? We don't see it. And guess what? I don't care. If I don't see it, I don't care. And you keep bringing this stuff up that happens off camera, and you expect us as the audience to get behind that, and I don't care. It's just annoying because now it's like, well, what the heck are we talking about? We have no way to prove that what she's saying is true or not. We have no way to say that the person that she's accusing did what she said they're accused of, that she's accusing them of or not. So what are we supposed to do with this information that you're bringing to us that happened off camera every single week? It's like, and if people are acting differently off camera than they are on camera, then that is what they want to do. They're trying to protect their brand. They don't want to get on camera and act a fool because then they know their brand is going to be tarnished because they're on camera acting a fool. But if you want to be toxic because you're Detox and you want to be toxic and all that, and that's your brand, then you do that by yourself, Miss Girl. But you don't have to bring everybody into your mess. Everybody don't want to be toxic. Everybody don't want to have a toxic brand. Everybody don't want to be arguing all the time on camera. Everybody don't want to, they don't, it's just it's so frustrated because people, she's acting like this is not her job, and she's acting like this is not her career, and like you don't want this to be your career, because if this is what you want to do in life, your job is to protect your brand, and that is what a lot of these girls are doing. Yeah, they could act differently off camera. You think the people who in the costumes of like the Wiggles or Barney or all these child stars or child show people are the same way on camera as they are off camera? No, they're adults. They're grown. They are dressed up in costumes and they do grown folk stuff. These queens are queens. They have to act, they have a brand that they're trying to protect. So no, they could be nasty off camera, but they don't want to show that on camera because they're trying to protect their brand. Like, what is it that she doesn't understand? And every week she's just like, "Oh my goodness, you're just so bad. This happened off camera. This happened off camera." And we're supposed to do what with that information? I don't understand. And it's so frustrated. And when she started this week, I was like, "Girl, please stop. I'm over it. I'm so like, I put it on two. Sometimes I watch it like 1.5 speed, and it's like, okay, I can get through it fast enough, and I can read. I don't really care at this point doing that. I didn't really care to read it. I didn't care to find out what was going on. When she started talking about and kept saying, you feel attacked, you're mad, you feel attacked, you feel." I was like, okay, I'll put it on 2 speed and let it go. Like, if I miss stuff, I miss stuff. I don't care. She's frustrating the hell out of me, and it's so annoying. Like, if she gets eliminated next week, I probably would do a dance of rejoicing because I'm so tired. I can't watch it anymore. It's
I get
so
it.
Mhm.
frustrating. I'm like, this is not what I want when I'm watching a show. She's not the fun villain. She's not the fun villain. She's just a, it's it just seems like a horrible person, and I'm like, I don't want to watch horrible people on TV. I want to watch people who are fun, even if they're being mean and messy, or messy or shady. At least you're fun. She's not even fun. It's just okay. But I'm done. That's all I gotta say about this whole situation. Mm.
No, I agree with you. I fully agree with you. I said this off air and I'll say it on air. Deetox is the kind of person that will insult you and tell you, "Oh, you're fat," and then just be like, "What? Why are you mad? I'm just being honest. I'm being real. I'm just like telling my truth. Why are you mad? Why are you mad?" She's the kind of
Right,
person like that that
Why
just
does
sucks.
your why does your truth involve me?
Yeah,
right.
Like,
truly.
that's it's the kind of person that will involve you, it will involve other people in their situation to make them feel better about whatever is going on in their life. And like, obviously
Mhm.
we've heard bits and pieces about, you know, Detox's situation and everything like that, and I was hopeful that we would get to see more of the fun villainous side of Detox, because we have seen bits and pieces of that throughout this
Mhm.
season. We're
Nope,
not seeing it.
We're not
we're
saying
not.
it. We're not.
But shout out to Brighty for calling her out and for telling the rest to just shut the fuck up. Because
Period.
truly,
Right.
that's how I felt. Because she was
Really.
like, "Girl, it's annoying. Every time y'all get into a fight, it's uncomfortable. No one likes it here. Why are we still doing it?" And like,
Right.
that's exactly how I feel. So shout
That's
out to Brighty
literally
for
how I
that.
feel. That's how
Thank
I
you,
feel too,
Brady.
Brighty. Like, shout out. Mm.
Well, finally, if we don't have anything else to talk about
Let's
in
move on.
this god awful moment, let's get to the main stage.
Woo! Yes.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Bum, bum, ba-dum, dun, 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 dun. I don't have the theme music, unfortunately,
It's
but
okay. This is crazy.
why do
Natalia,
we have Polka Dot Natalia, Mimikyu, and Trunchbull Letal next to Karime looking the best she's looked all season, and this hot man who I did not know who this man was, but sure.
I also did not know who this man was, and all I have to say is, if I hear Verga one more time, I swear to
I
God,
don't ever need to hear Boge Verga ever again. I don't want the Boge Verga anymore. I
no,
thought I wanted it at first. I don't want it anymore. I don't care about the
No.
Boga Verga. I don't need the Boga Verga. And frankly, with how much he was talking about the Boga Verga, I bet it's probably not that good.
You're so real for
I said what I said.
that.
I
Truly.
mean, I didn't know what it was at first until I was like, read the context clues, Mama. Understand the context clues of what they're talking about. And I was like, oh, I mean, okay. I wouldn't mind it.
Well, he is straight, so honestly, Lana, you have the best shot at the Boga Verga.
I was
Truly.
like, I wouldn't mind it.
You can have all the Boga Verga you want.
Yeah,
Look,
because Lord
give me
knows.
a minute to thirst after somebody who is actually could possibly, you know, maybe not me in particular, but I could have a chance.
By all means.
Yeah,
Just
truly.
give it. Just get.
I'll take my chances over with Toxico and Venenito, to be honest with you. That'll be fine by me.
Truly.
That'll be more than okay with me.
Mhm.
But Dottie is Mimikyu I loved.
She
I loved
looks
so
insane, like absolutely beautiful. Her tits look great. Her tits
her
look amazing.
tits look so. Was she inspired by the Pokemon musical last week? Do we
I don't
think?
know. My
Or
guess
did
is
she just
yes.
have this planned?
I think my guess is that she has all of these outfits planned, and like they don't tell her what challenges are gonna happen
I
beforehand,
wish it
so
lined
they
up.
couldn't have lined up. And so since last episode was the Pokemon challenge, she was like, "Well, I'm just gonna wear my
I wish
Pokemon
it
outfit
lined up.
now."
I
Yeah,
wish
I
it
wish
lined
it
up.
did.
Also, speaking of, Fully didn't get that Detox last week was supposed to be Misty's Goldeen. Did you see that?
Yeah,
It,
I did see that, and
and
I would have
and
never got
Brighty
that.
was supposed to be Fennekin, not
That
Moltres.
makes sense. That makes sense. Like,
And Greta is Blastoise. Greta getting ahead of the Blastoise Instagram trend.
shout out to
Greta, you
those
better
people
work.
on Instagram. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for your contribution to the Instagram trend. We appreciate you and your service.
Yes. We have also just not talked about the giant pink elephant in the room, Letal as Trunchbull.
I love it. I love
I
it.
I was hoping so bad that one of the girls had like not pigtails but fucking trenzas, fucking braids, so
Yeah,
that she
I would have loved that so much. I'm just like every week it's such a good character.
yeah, it's getting better.
The character work is I have to say as well. I think this is the first week I like what Natalia's wearing. I think for the first time in 7 episodes, I actually really like what
There has
Natalia's
to
wearing.
have been another episode in which
I
she
don't
doesn't
think
look
so.
bad. Oh, last episode was bad. Hold on, let me see. There
Oh
has to be.
god.
There has to. No, this
I
one's
don't
also
think
bad.
so. I
Oh
really don't
Lord.
think so.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. These are not
I
great.
don't remember saying that one of her looks was good.
Yeah, I'm looking back, and yeah, they're not.
They're not that
No, the
They're
great.
looks
not
are not
great.
that great. To be
They're not
honest,
that
no,
great.
they're not. They're not.
Oh, also, speaking of Pokemon again, shout out to Rikura, our dear angel, sweet angel Rikura, who did do Sylveon. So we did get 2 evolutions out of this cast. And Oslo is Cubone. I did appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah, no, this is the first time I've liked what Natalia's worn on the runway.
Truly. And even
Um,
then, I'm still not like living for it that hard.
I really like the asymmetrical, the polka dots and the red. Black, white, and red is always good.
Mhm.
It's simple, it's cute, it's clean, it's well done. I think she looks cute. So,
Yeah.
more power to you, girl. But that's all.
Yeah.
So,
Let's get into the actual looks now, shall we? Today, we're looking for La Más Panzuda. Starting off with Caos. She's dressed up as Lust. What do we think?
vagina! First and foremost, a round of applause for vaginas everywhere.
Don't we love it?
We love vaginas here at the cup. This is sickening. I love this. It's so good. I love demonic vagina. Um, you can take that out of context. That's fine. Um,
Oh Lord.
I thought this was so sickening. I thought her Panzuda was really cool as well. It kind of looked very like a couple people looked very similar. I think Gauss was one of them, but I really appreciated the interpretation of lust here. I did agree, shockingly. This is going to come as a surprise to everyone. I agreed with Natalia.
Mm.
Where I did
God.
agree with the black panel in the middle. I did wish there was something else going on in the middle of the garment, but otherwise, I really loved the presentation and everything. This is hot tea for me for Miss Gauss. I loved it.
I like this. I did. I really did like it. I thought it was fun. I'm not a horror person when it comes to drag. That's not never my thing. So all of these looks are like interesting. But I did like this. I liked what she did with it. I like the how she kept dangling the little thing in between. I was like, that was fun. That was fun. I it gave me very Little Shop of Horrors vibes. I enjoyed that too. So I was a fan of this. I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I agree. This is absolutely incredible. The only little detail that I can say about this is what Letal talked about is the fact that the back of the neck is not painted. And I understand why it was not painted, but at the same time, it's very noticeable, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And so it does take me just a little bit out of the fantasy. And but that's a nitpick because this outfit is absolutely incredible. I love the decision to put a vagina on your forehead. I think that's insane. Yeah, I think this was one of the better ones this episode. This is I was gonna say this is pussy juice tea, but I don't know if I can say that.
You
I mean,
can,
you
and I
just did.
support you.
And you
Yeah, this is
just
pussy
did.
juice tea.
All right, Lana, where are you on the tea in the bag?
It's tea.
Per
It's definitely tea.
per.
Perfect. Let's move on to we have to talk about Moon.
Do we?
Unfortunately, yes.
Uh,
Now I love me some Moon. I've loved me some Moon this whole season.
mm-hmm.
I think Moon is sickening. I think
Mm-hmm.
Moon is delightful.
Mm-hmm.
This is a big old plaid quilted bag, baby.
Mhm.
No, 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 and a side of no, and just no, no. I don't even know what the she was going for.
I-
Like, I was so confused, bewildered, bamboozled even by
mhm.
this. And like the judges even said, this was her challenge.
Mm-hmm.
This is what Moon should be excelling in, and I was gagged.
Yeah.
Um, the craftsmanship, though, I will say, props for the craftsmanship. But I was thoroughly confused and I didn't know what I was looking at. So it's a big old quilted bag for me, unfortunately, Moon. I'm so sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah, this wasn't her best work. I mean, I like the colors. I like, you know, certain aspects about this, but it wasn't everything. Like it wasn't the best. Moon has set the standard and the bar so high for herself that when you, like I said, when you see a look on somebody who sets the bar high, and then they come out with a look that's not so great, it's like, oh, I'm saddened because it's not as good as it used to be. But and it's not even her worst isn't the worst for me. You know what I mean? Her worst look is still not a bad look. So it's still it's a it's a very small bag. It's not like a full bag. Like I'm grabbing my purse. It's not the greatest. It's a very tiny, teeny purse, but it's not the
Mhm.
greatest. But it's a bag still.
Yeah, I agree with everything that has already been said. Like, it's not the worst. Not only this episode, but that Moon has given us. throughout her entirety here in the season. I think the creature design is interesting, but it did leave me confused as to how this had to like deal with envy. Because yes, we do get that moment in which she rips off the wig of a
Mm-hmm.
Benedita and wears it for herself, and that's where you get the envy. But the actual like creature design doesn't give me envy in any way, shape, or form. And I think unfortunately, Moon also is one of the people that used the Panzuda the least, and it like doesn't make sense between the Panzuda and the creature design that came out of the Panzuda. Like those do not have a lot of connections in my mind. Like one's pink and blue and super colorful, and the other one's like decaying green and like black, and like it doesn't mix together, unfortunately. It's not awful, but it's still a bag, unfortunately, for me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to Tulsa as Pride. What do we think?
I don't think this was not bad by any means of the imagination. I had to.
Really? Did you?
Yes, I did. If I had a nickel for every time we had a sheep or lamb based look on a drag program this week, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a whole lot, but it's kind of surprising. It's happened twice. Um, Wild work.
Really?
This was great. I love Dulce kind of stepping out of her comfort zone. I didn't need the Greta Grimm shade, judges.
Period.
But beyond that, I love the look. I think the one thing that, and this is a slight nitpick because almost everyone was really, really great this week. I wish that in the actual garment there was a bit more color variance throughout the garment, just to give a little bit more visual interest. Because I
Mm-hmm.
think the color palette, while very good, and I think the garment was very, very good. Um, a lot of the color palette was very similar, so it just kind of felt a little flat for me. But the garment is very well constructed. Everything was great. I love all the mirror detailing on it. It's still tea. I definitely still enjoyed it. It wasn't my absolute favorite of the week, but Dulce did a great job.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was fine. It was good. I enjoyed it. I think the mask itself is kind of cool, which I really appreciated. And I mean, I wish the colors were a little bit more like out there. I don't like the muted tones of this. This pink looks rusty pink, and this brown against this brown. It's just not doing it. I want the colors to pop a little bit more, but I guess it's horror. It's fine.
Even a vibrance in these tones would have been
Yeah,
better.
yeah. It
Like
just
a
it just
like
felt
a
very muted.
like a vibrant dusty pink and like a vibrant brown. Like you can go with these like cooler, darker, dustier colors. I agree with you. I wanted something a bit more vibrant.
A little bit more vibrant, but it's still not bad. I still like it. I enjoy the what she was going for here. I really liked like I said, the mask is so creepy, scary, but cool in a fun way. I kind of love it. I thought it was a mask that was going to come off, but I was like, oh no, it's like I think it's prosthetics to her face and all that. I kind of love that, but I thought it was okay. It's yeah, it's still a bag for me. I mean, not a bag. It's still tea for me. Still tea, not a bag. I'm sorry, Tulsa. It's still tea for me.
Yeah, I think I like this more than both of you do. I didn't have I didn't notice the issue with the colors until now, and now that I see it, I do think that it is a little bit muted. But when I saw this come out of the runway, I really liked it. I thought the idea was really smart. Um, I think the design of this is very well done. I liked when she got she pulled out Catriona's head in as a purse. I thought that was really fun. Um,
Poor Catriona, not my girl.
but the good thing is that Catriona was the person that picked the picture that was in the jar. So
Yeah,
she was like, I want if I'm gonna be in the jar, I want to look so good. And
period.
I I like the presentation of it. I thought this is like the best work that Tulsa has done so far in the season. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm starting to like worry about like the judges because clearly they're not giving her her flowers and they're not giving her like the time of day to actually like shine and to like get really positive critiques. Like every time she gets positive critiques, someone else gets the win or someone else gets even better critiques. So like I'm starting to think that Dulce is not gonna make it past next episode, which is unfortunate because I think she's an incredible artist. And I'm starting to get tired with the judges because clearly they don't see the potential that is here, and she keeps showing it to us every single week, and they're just aren't seeing it, which is unfortunate. But yeah, I personally really like this look. I think it's really nice tea. I like it.
Lovely.
Let's move on to Konny Kortez as Envy. What do we think?
Baby, the bounce back that Miss Konny Kortez has had over the last couple of weeks needs to be studied. From girl should have been eliminated 2 weeks in a row a couple weeks ago to winning last week and then a very strong performance this week. I really enjoyed it. I appreciated her interpretation of Envy. Her Panzuda though, it was very different from everyone else's interpretation. And as someone that didn't know the original source material going in, I was unsure as to whether it was, more true to form or not. So I can't really judge it necessarily on whether it's true to form or not.
Mm-hmm.
I did enjoy it because it gave such a stark contrast, because you had this, like, it was this bright, vibrant blue, and then you had the reveal into this very dark red with the black in the dress that she's ultimately wearing. I thought it was a great interpretation. The detail work here is so cool. Konny had one of my favorite looks of the night. I really would have put Konny in my top 3, to be honest, for tonight. This is piping hot tea for me. Konny might have been my favorite of the night, actually. I need to look at everybody else on tonight's occasion. But to be honest with you, Konny might be popping back up there as someone that I think at this point, with the trajectory she's having, she might be making a run for that top 4. And I'm really happy to see that. A shaky start to the season, but is really finding her form as the competition goes on. And I'm really happy to see it.
Yeah, I think this is such a really good look. I enjoyed this look a lot. I thought I liked the performance of this. I liked what she did with it. It looked good. It moved well on the runway. I like when she came out of her little thing and out of her thing, and I enjoyed this look as a complete look. I thought all around this was fun. I would probably had her in my top 3 too. Maybe, like you said, like maybe in my tops, but she would definitely be in my top 3. This was a good look for Konny, and I'm very happy to see the bounce back come from Konny because I was nervous for her for a while, but she's been doing really well these last couple of weeks. So I think Konny is hitting her stride and like right at the right time in this competition.
Where some people are kind of falling back a little
Yes.
bit.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are not, stepping up the pussy staircase the way that they need to be. Some people are kind of settling where they have been in the competition. Konny is one of those people that is really stepping her pussy up right when she needs to be. I would say, what Catriona did last season. I'll make the comparison because this is about the time where Catriona was really leveling herself up as well. And we saw that kind of trajectory as well last season. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Konny make a run for the finale.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think like it is more important in my point of view to finish off strong than to start off strong. And I think Connie is the kind of queen that's gonna finish off strong. And like she's getting better and better and better. And I'm starting to really fall in love with her and the art that she brings to the table. I thought this look was absolutely insane. Like it was incredible. I expected nothing less from Connie. She's the mother demon. I expected her to pull off something really good, and she delivered. Um, I really appreciated the like it this look made me uncomfortable in a good way. Like this is
Mm-hmm.
exactly what I wanted to feel when something like this came out. Like the saggingness of everything and the ripping of like the flesh. I liked it and I liked the presentation of it all. And although her panzuda wasn't, or at least from what I see, since I'm not from Chiapas, I cannot tell you like specifically, but like this her panzuda was not traditional, but I liked her spin on it and how she looked on it, and I appreciated that like it was an actual outfit instead of like a structure
Mhm.
in which you would come in and out of, which is more of what several of the other queens ended up doing. And from what I know, pansudos are more of like an actual outfit that you wear. And so I don't know, it felt more appropriate and it felt correct to have the pansudo that she ended up having. In the end, this is absolutely one of my favorites. I absolutely loved the performance and the look from Konny. I agree, this could have absolutely been the winner, and I wouldn't have minded at all. This was amazing. This is piping hot tea. Konny, you keep surprising me, and hopefully you keep doing it episode after episode.
Yep,
Please.
bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, she ate that up. She ate that up. She ate that
Let's talk about someone that didn't eat that up. Let's talk about Brighty with greed.
Now wait a damn minute, because I actually did really like a lot of what Brighty did this week. I will say that. I did appreciate a lot of Brighty, and I will say a lot of that comes in the performance. This was Brighty's strongest performance on the runway, and I was really, really happy to see it. I thought her acting was really, really strong, and I actually really liked the look. The Panzuda, no. I didn't really like the actual Panzuda. I thought it was a little shoddy. It wasn't great. But the look itself, because she was doing Envy, correct? That was her
Greed.
listen, or was Greed? Okay, I see it obviously, and I think the presentation of it really, despite me not clocking it immediately, I see Greed in the presentation. I do like the look. I actually really enjoy the look. It fits Brighty's brand. I think it's a really, really cute look. The downfall is the makeup here. And I agreed with everything that Dal said here. This was the opportunity to go above, beyond, and then above and beyond again with the makeup and just go extra, extra, extra with the makeup and go with that full plastic surgery kind of situation. And she really didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I appreciated her going above and beyond with the presentation. So overall, for me, I am going to give her a very, very weakly brewed tea. Like I put the tea bag in for like 30 seconds. Because there's a lot of this that I did like, but there were elements that just still weren't where they needed to be at this point in the competition.
Mhm.
Agreed. I think I have to agree with Latal too. I'm like, yeah, you could have done so much and you chose not to, which is kind of sad and disheartening because like, man, we could have had a whole lot of, amazingness come from this look and we didn't. I didn't This look is not horrible, 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 but it's not great either. Um just trying to figure out what I like and what I don't. I don't have time to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to nitpick. I'm with you on the tepid tea. Very tepid tea.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like I get greed from it, which is good. Unfortunately, it is just not up to the standards of what we have been shown by the rest of the queens this season. Like it's just not to the standards that we should be at this point. Like it's the look is fine, the look is good. Um, yeah, everyone already said it. The makeup is not great. Um, my biggest issue is also with the fact that her panzuda and her actual look feel like very different and don't feel connected at all. Because when I see her panzuda, I think gluttony, and when I look at her outfit, she's read, and so those feel like not connected in any way, shape, or form. I just ended up confused because of that. The actual outfit is fine, it's nice, but for a horror challenge, this leaves a lot to
Mm-hmm.
be desired,
Right.
unfortunately. So this is a bag for me, but this is like a designer bag. It's a nice bag, but it's still a bag at the end of the day.
I love a designer bag. It's a nice
It's a nice
designer
bag, and
bag.
like I like the bag, but it's still a bag at the end of the
It's
day. And
still a
like I
bag at
could,
the yeah.
yeah,
At the end of the day, it's still a bag, but a nice
yeah,
designer bag. I like that.
Sure.
yeah,
For
Oh,
for her, yes.
yes.
For her,
Let-
definitely. Definitely.
Let's move on to Calypso as Lust. How do we feel?
This was so unique and different for Calypso. And again, another week where Calypso is showing us something very unique and different. Shout out to Lana Del Rey.
mm-hmm.
And I loved seeing it. You know, first time with tits. Love, come on, first time with tits. Unfortunately, they did look like some, first timer tits. But hey, I'm not mad at it. She might have taken Saphira Crystal's, first timer tits and, painted them blue. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at it because it actually kind of worked with the look. I thought it was sickening. This is tea for me. The presentation was really cool. I thought her Panzuda was really cool. It was one of my favorite Panzudas. And then the presentation was really cool. The full body paint is really great. There was a little bit of the we were losing a little bit of the fantasy in the neck and the nape, similar to some other people here. But I did appreciate the overall ensemble and that hair. That hair was giving me everything. Like when we had the full shot during judging, the only thing I could keep my eye on the entire time in a sea of like monsters and creatures and eyeballs. We'll talk about Nyla here in a second. But like all I could keep my eye on was Calypso's beautiful giant hair. Like that's all I could keep my eye on the whole time. It was fabulous. Full tea for me.
Yeah, I kind of enjoyed it. I did like this. I love the full body, the blue. Yeah, I agree with you. The hair, everything. I funny thing, I didn't notice the neck until you just said it. So I'm like, oh, wow, okay. Because I was looking at so much of everything else that was going on, I didn't even pay attention to the neck. So kudos for you, girl, for not bringing my eye to that because you had so much other things for me to look at. I thought this was great. Yeah, the boobs look a little small and pushed together, but you know what? Hey, I'm not mad at that. Sometimes boobs are weird that way. They don't turn out the way we want them to look sometimes. I I like this. I did. It's a bag for me. It's why do I keep doing that? It's tea for me. It's tea. I like it. It's tea. It's very
Yes,
good breakfast, English breakfast tea. I'll drink it. It's hot. It's yes, hot tea.
That part.
Hurt.
yes.
I'm tired.
Relatable.
That's how I feel throughout this entire season, truly.
Uh-huh.
Um, no, but I think Calypso was one of the, one of like two or three people that I felt connected her panzuda with her actual look. It felt like they were similar, that, or at least they both gave me the same vibe of like lust, of something beautiful and sexy, but like different, right? This performance reminded me of like things that I've seen here and there on Dragula, like the having sex with a corpse and pulling out your own guts from your stomach. I feel like I've seen that kind of performance before on Dragula, but never on La Más Draga, which I really appreciate. Um, I didn't see many of the issues that you guys have talked about at this point. Like, I agree with you, Lana. I didn't notice the discoloring of the neck until now that I see it on the picture. And I wasn't personally looking that much at the boobs because I was more looking at the belly. But now looking at it, I can tell. But I think that Calypso looks absolutely stunning. I think that all of the detail work that's done here, it's absolutely amazing. The performance I really enjoyed. This is tea for me. This is really nice, hot, nice tea.
Love it. Agreed.
let's move on to Detox as Wrath, which feels correct. Um,
Because she's a cunt.
Oh,
yes. How do we feel?
Well, she certainly gave that. You know, hmm. I think she did fine.
Mhm.
I think she did lovely. I think she did okay.
Yeah.
Lana,
it was cute. I wouldn't have had this as my winner. I'm be honest. I wouldn't have had
no.
this as my winner at all.
Mm-mm.
But it was fine for what it was. She looked
Good.
she looked good. She looked different from any other week. So yeah.
Yeah, like I understand the critiques of the judges because this is the first time that Detox goes out of her box and isn't pretty and doesn't give us like your typical pretty face and yes. So I understand that. I understand maybe a high placement for stepping out of the box and finally listening to the judges. But a winner, absolutely not. This hair is giving me troll, uh, or
Mm-hmm.
or Hades from Hercules.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Hercules, Hercules,
Hercules,
Hercules.
Hercules. I also like
This was not as good as the judges thought it was.
truly, um, and also like when she was, they were giving her critiques. You could tell that her fingers, like the thing that she has on her fingers, they were falling off,
Uh-huh.
and there were like little details here and there that like you could really nitpick on, and the judges chose not to nitpick on those things, which I thought was interesting.
Uh-huh.
Um, because they have critiqued girls for less, and I think it
Uh-huh.
is interesting that those things didn't matter here. Um, I like the presentation though of like taking off your own skin. I thought that was
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
That first
Uh,
prosthetic was bad though.
yeah,
But we ain't gonna talk about that first prosthetic. Oh, okay.
no, we're not. Um,
Okay. Oh, and the
this
second
was
prosthetic was bad, but we ain't gonna talk. Okay.
Yeah, and I was also confused by like once Venenito came on, I was confused what we were doing with Venenito because we straddled Venenito.
Nothing.
Then we poured blood on ourselves, and then suddenly Venenito was dead. Uh, I don't understand why Venenito was fucking dead. Um, but you know what? Sure, if like keep a and another counter, another one. Thank you to the amount of times that Benito has been killed on the runway. Um, yeah, this is fine. It's tea, but it's like what you said before. Like see, I put the bag in for like 30 seconds and then took the tea bag out, and that's the tea that we're left with.
Girl, I'm so confused by this. And this look wasn't even that. This is the tarp that Lexi Love was making
Stop,
her look out of on season 17 of Drag
Stop.
Race when she came back into the
Lord.
workroom.
Stop.
This is the physical manifestation of Lexi Love's wrath when Anya Nurse spray painted her look and said, "Who painted my dress?" That's what
Who
Deetox was
ruined
channeling
my
here.
outfit,
Who
guys?
ruined my outfit? Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
sorry. Lexi from Drag Race. I'm so
Lord.
sorry. Girl, this was
It was
honestly, honestly, it's a bag. Sorry.
fair.
Cause okay, here's my problem. We didn't hear the screaming. We didn't hear the presentation. Had we heard I saw the presentation. I saw the screaming. But then I get this cute little bouncy pop track over it, which was cute and lovely and wonderful. I wanted to hear the screaming. I wanted to hear the wrath. I didn't hear the wrath. As a viewer, I'm not getting the fantasy from this. I'm confused.
Mhm.
That's just me. Sorry,
That's fair.
girl.
That's. mm, mm,
Hmm?
I mean, I just. I don't know. I didn't. Yeah. Pass. I didn't enjoy it. That's it.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Let's move on to Candela as Wrath. What do we think?
I felt for her in this, knowing what we knew after the judging. Because I have been in situations where I've had panic attacks and anxiety moments before going on stage and doing things, and having to having moments where you've had to push through and having moments where you haven't pushed through. The reality is, unfortunately for Candela, the look isn't super strong and the presentation wasn't super strong either. The Panzuda wasn't super strong either. It kind of just looks like a nice, top portion and then a piece of fabric wrapped around it. Unfortunately, the face piece is really cool. But otherwise the rest of it is not matching the level of of detail work. It's gonna be a bag for me, unfortunately, which sucks because I really like Candela.
Mhm.
Uh, mm, I'm having.
I know.
Mhm.
It's hard for this one because everything you just said, I want to take into consideration. I want to, have in the back of my mind, but it's like we can't really judge or look at things that I don't know. It's the
I
look.
know.
It's just the look, and I like Candela. That's why I just really don't want to be. Yeah, I really like her, but it's not great. It's not great. It's not. mm, I'm. It's not great. Meg, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
I just I don't want to talk too
Candela, we
much about
love
it.
you. Candela, we adore you.
I just
Mhm.
don't.
But it's just not. It's not your strongest work.
It wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah. It's unfortunate because like Candela just had a really rough episode tonight. From the very get-go, she was like, I think I'm gonna have to lip sync. Like
Yeah.
everyone thinks that if I lip sync I'm gonna be fine because I do so well when I lip sync, but like I don't wanna be in that position. And
Right.
then having the anxiety attack and like not really like trying so hard to push through, like it's a tough thing to do, and I appreciate that she at least got on stage and presented what she had, even if it wasn't my favorite outfit. I appreciate that she at least stood on that stage,
Mm-hmm.
which is hard enough. That's
It's
hard
hard to
enough as
do.
is.
All right.
So I give her props for that, but the actual outfit, it unfortunately doesn't really give me wrath. Unfortunately, I just get demon, which is nice, but it just doesn't hit the mark that everyone else is hitting this episode, unfortunately. So sadly, as much as I love Candela, this is still a bag, unfortunately.
But we love you, Candela.
Yes, we do love you.
We do. We
I'm
do.
sorry. Let's move on to Nyla Downs as Sloth. How do we feel?
Also, side note, can we talk about how the number of times this season where the runways have started with Caos and ended with Nyla?
Nyla, yeah.
Like, it's happened like 3 or 4 times now. And I'm like, okay, damn. I'm not mad at it. I loved seeing something different from Nyla. I
Hmm.
loved it. I was like, she can't come out pretty this week. What is she gonna do? Oh no, not Nyla. And also I was like, what happened to the red seals? They're gone.
Thank God.
We were worried. We were worried, Eduardo. We were worried. No need to worry.
Thank God.
Happy to hear it. Um, the two red seals became the two eyeballs on her hands. Um, no, I really
Mhm.
liked it. A great departure from Nyla. This was my favorite Panzuda
Hmm.
because I really appreciated the whole storytelling of it. I disagreed with Natalia. I really understood the story from top to bottom. I got the full story that she was telling. I thought the story was really smart. Nyla's drag is so smart. That is what I love the most. It's polished, it's clean, and it's smart. And it's always that way. I did agree with Natalia, though, about the fog. That was my biggest worry, and actually why, it was a little bit difficult to pull this photo because, the fog did kind of impede the full presentation of the look. So I did agree with her on that. As far as the garment is concerned, I would have liked, and this is just a nitpick because Nyla did do a great job this week. On the actual garment itself, I would have liked a little bit more detail work in all of the tentacles and in the eyes, just to give a little bit more veininess, just to break away from all of the tentacles being just one color. I would have liked a little bit more dimension in the overall color palette of the look. Kind of like what we have in the face piece here, because there's so much detail and there's so much great color work done in the face. I would have liked to see that also put into the rest of the garment and into the rest of the presentation. But overall, it's still tea because Nyla did such a great job this week.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is good to me. I enjoyed this. I agree with you about the tentacle work and down at the bottom. Like I wanted to see more something. I don't know what it was. It just needed something more. It felt a little open and not finished. It
Yeah.
felt a little unfinished. But I do enjoy this idea of this. I enjoyed the performance of this. I enjoyed the way she looked in this. It just needed some more little details, would have taken it the extra mile for me. Like we've seen Nyla do some really, really detailed looks, like
Yeah.
really, really detailed looks. And even with this being a horror look, I still would have loved to see a horror like drag-ish type of look. Like give me something else, some like maybe some rhinestones as the blood or beading or
Mm,
something to just I just wanted something to not have it so one note because all the colors are blending together and looking alike. And so I kind of wanted it to be a little something different, but
yeah.
I still like it. I think it's good. I just feel, and I guess with the story of what it is, it makes sense, but I still want it a little bit more. It just feels a little less,
It's monotonous a little bit.
yeah, a little less than what I
Like
want it to be.
there's all this like vein work on the lips that are on the face piece, and I kind of wish she had taken that vein work and taken it into the tentacles, because I don't even necessarily need like rhinestones or anything like that, but I think because I get what you mean, Lana, but I think some like vein work and some like deeper detail work and some of that good like coloration work that Nyla does so well, that we saw like in the train look, we saw in the Plico Purpura look last week, like some of that work that she does really well. If she had taken some of that and put a little bit more of that into this, because we see a little bit of it in the eyeballs even. I just wanted a little bit more of that in the tentacles. I think that could have elevated it.
Yeah, I really like this look. I agree with you, Logan. I think that the story was clear to me. I really like the critique that it is doing on Mexican politics and the past president that we had. Um, I appreciate it. I think it was smart. I don't understand why Natalia didn't get it. I thought it was pretty clear. Um, and I think Nyla was the person that used the Panzuda the best out of anyone because it made sense with the story that we were telling and everything else going on with the look. It made sense and I appreciate it. So I have to give Nyla props for that. Um, my biggest critique is with the smoke that's going on. I agree that it is a little too much. And even then, we got lucky because only one of the eyeballs is spewing out smoke, the other one isn't. I cannot imagine the amount of smoke we would have had if both of those had worked. Like it
Yeah.
would have been a little overwhelming. Even with one, it was too much. I cannot imagine how it would have looked with two. But the actual garment, I think, is good. I like it. I agree with you. It is a little monotonous and like it needed more detail work when it comes to like veins. I would have liked a little more blues and a little more purples and maybe a little greens. Like when you look at your veins,
Yeah.
you get reds and
Right.
purples and greens. I needed a little bit more of those cooler tones as well, so that it looked a little grosser and a little bit more like flesh.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Nyla surprised me. I didn't expect Nyla to come out in something like this, and so I have to give her props for that because I was starting to get scared that I wasn't gonna see anything new, and I am glad to be proven wrong and that Nyla can still pull something out of like her pocket and like give us something interesting and that we weren't expecting. So good job, Nyla. This is tea for me. I really, really enjoyed it.
We asked for Nyla to surprise us, and what
And
better
she
way to
did.
surprise us than Eyeball Monster?
Good job, Nyla. Good job.
You
Well,
ate that up.
those were all of the looks, and we get our tops and bottoms of the week. Our tops of the week are Deetox, Tulsa, and Caos. And the winner in La Más Panzuda is Deetox.
Mm, okay.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Who
Sure.
who would everyone's La Mas for the week have been?
Konny.
I I was gonna say I think
Konny.
mine actually might have been
Konny.
Konny.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Well, that's unfortunate.
Unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah.
I went
And
from
out of
I really went from saying 2 weeks in a row she should have gone home to now 2 weeks in a row saying she should have won.
there you
And that's
go.
called growth.
Truly. Um, we also get the Duchess's grant and Gauss. Congratulations, you received the Duchess's grant.
Yay! The other
Yay!
person I thought should have won.
Yay! Well, the bottoms are a little weird tonight because we only get one real bottom, which is Brighty.
They
Brighty
said,
gets called
Brighty,
as
you suck.
they said, Brighty, you are the bottom of the week. They might as well have told her, leave the stage immediately. You have been
They might
Right.
eliminated.
as well have said, Brighty, go home.
Righty
Go
Truly.
go.
home. Go home.
Well, Brighty's in the bottom, and since Gauss does have two red seals, this would normally put her in the bottom as well and force her to lip sync. But since she also has immunity, she uses it. And who does she pick to be in the bottom? She picks Moon. So our
What?
bottom two is Moon and Brighty.
I'm
The
shocked.
way, I'm so sorry. The way that the judges every time are like, oh my god, red seals? As if y'all don't give out the damn red seals. As if
Truly.
y'all aren't the ones that are giving out these red seals.
I
It's
listen. I think like the Brunos definitely know what they're doing, and I think maybe the judges don't know what they're doing, and so maybe it's a little
Maybe.
genuine. But at the same time, like it feels like no
I
one
don't
knows
know.
what's going on.
I don't
It feels like
know.
no one knows what's going on.
Um, and to show our beautiful La Tabla de Estrellas of the week, Dulce was second, which is very nice to see. Um, very, very lovely,
This,
very wonderful, very fantastic
yeah,
result.
Candela got so lucky, honestly,
Candela got so lucky.
because if this was a
hmm
normal week, she would have also been lip syncing with Moon and Brighty, which would have probably been fine. We probably still would have ended up with the same outcome that we end up getting,
Given
unless
given Candela's mental state, honestly, who knows?
I'm starting to think that Candela might end up quitting the season moving forward. I'm starting to get scared. But yeah, we have Brighty and Moon lip sync to this weird ass mix to Auto
Uh-huh.
Autopoética and Somos Ñeros by Mon Laferte and El Bogueto. What did you
Okay,
Yeah.
think about
so
this lip
it
sync?
was a mashup.
So
Yeah, it was a
it's
mashup of two songs. So
so
it
it
was Autopoética by Mon Laferte and Somos Ñeros by El Bogueto.
Okay.
so it's like what they did a couple of weeks ago when they had who was it that they had on where they mixed the songs as well?
They've been doing it for
Um,
several of the judges here.
They need to
yeah,
stop doing that actually because that
I
was
hated
weird.
it.
I
I
I
hated
agree.
who
I
hated
did
agree
this
it.
lip
with it.
sync.
I
I
hated it.
It was not good.
I
Um,
was not a fan of this lip sync. I was like, it's weird. It just felt weird.
I think the girls killed it though, to be honest
They
with you.
did.
Hmm.
They did a good job, but the mix of the songs didn't mix together
No, it was
well.
horrible. But the girls killed it. Both of these girls absolutely killed this lip sync. I was very, very happy to see it. There was a clear winner, but I think
Yeah,
both of them did such a great job. The stunting, Miss Moon, the stuntery, the the stuntification. I
truly.
was like, girl, I did not know she had the stuntification in her.
And
Hmm.
that is why she did not care if you was go put her at the bottom or not.
You know that, and that's fair and valid and understandable for sure.
Yeah.
I thought Brighty did a great job too. I thought she had the camp, she had the comedy in her. She had that rap down. I was
Hmm.
like, when she pulled out the sunglasses and had that rap down, I was like, okay, Miss Brighty, okay, Miss Brighty. I love to see
Hmm.
it. Um, but I think in this case, I thought Brighty did such a good job. Moon just simply outclassed her on this occasion, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree. Like both of these queens did absolutely amazing with this weird ass fucking mix, which whoever is doing these mixes, come
Please
here,
stop.
come here, come come
Please,
come to
come
the
to the
front of the
front.
stage, please, Peter.
Like, stop it.
Why?
Stop
Why?
it.
Why? You know what? Go to the Dragata. Put your picture up. You have been eliminated. Go.
All right, because please
Go.
stop it.
Please stop it. But I agree. I thought both of these queens did a really good job, but Moon absolutely was my winner. And well, she does end up winning the lip sync, and unfortunately, our eliminated queen is Brighty Stun.
No.
I mean, like I loved Brighty. I loved Brighty, but
Yes,
this was her time, unfortunately. Like
100%.
there comes a time in which like there's not much more that you can learn at the competition. You just
Hmm.
have to go home and keep practicing and practicing and practicing. And I think Brighty has a bright future ahead of her, but
Yeah,
I feel like this was her time to go.
yeah.
Agreed.
Such a bright tea light on this season, I have to say. Like, I just really appreciated the bright tea energy that she brought to this season. Um, such a bright tea future ahead of her. I really, really appreciate her on this season. Her and Rikura really just have were the bright energies of this season.
Mhm.
Um, a great confessional queen. I think we'll see her back in not for Solo Las Mas 2, because that allegedly has already happened. But stay tuned, Lana. But Solo Las Mas 3, I think we could see a Brighty return. And I wouldn't be mad at seeing it because I think she is sickening, stunning, beautiful. And as long as she brings back her to the Seos Fab impersonation, I'm fine with it.
Yes, bring back your sales, please, and thank you. That would be
Yes.
amazing. But yeah, that is that. Unfortunately, Bridie has left the building and has died. R.I.P. Uh,
She's dead.
she's dead. Well, that's. Oh yeah, we have a draft update. We have
We
a draft
do,
update.
because there's finally a shakeup in the draft.
Boo!
Actually, there's several shakeups. Eduardo and River are actually now tied in joint fourth, with 55 points. I am in a very solid third position now with 62.5 points. Um, David is no longer in first place in the draft. David is in second place in the draft with 83.75 points, having just lost a Brighty and an Axele in back-to-back weeks. And Lana, our resident evil diva, has taken over the lead in the La Mas Draga draft by half a point with
I'll take
84.25 points.
I'll take it.
Yes.
I will
Um,
take it.
so David still has 2 picks left with Moon and Calypso. Lana, you still have 3
Oh,
picks
3.
left.
Yes, Candela.
4. No, you still have your full team.
Oh
No, you still have
my.
your full. Yeah, you have Candela, you have Deetox, you have Moon, and you have Tulsa. So you still have your
Oh,
full
of course.
team.
Yay.
I am down to my 2, my Caos and my Nayla, and I'm very thrilled
You're
with that
good with that.
team.
Mm-hmm.
Very thrilled with my team. River has Konny and Tulsa, a very strong team.
Mm-hmm.
And Eduardo, you are down to
Detox.
Deetox and a
So I am losing
dream.
this draft.
Detox and a dream.
Well,
Lord.
Julie.
Not even with Detox winning can I get farther ahead in this
No,
competition.
no. Basically, it's a race for third and a race for first at this point, is really where
Yes.
we're at. So,
Well, that is that.
I
Thank
can't
you
wait to see
guys.
how this turns out.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Tell us all your thoughts about this episode down in the comments. What did you think? Did you think Detox should have won? No. Do you think that Konny should have won? Probably.
Yes.
How do you feel about Brighty going home? I'm so sad. Tell us all of your thoughts down in the comments. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the things. Get your cup merch, alanagiscreations.etsy.com. The link will be down in the description and right there as the link. And with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Bye.